Yo, what's up, YouTube? Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. You already know what's going on. I told y'all I was going to be dropping every day, back-to-back, dropping bangers for y'all. Today, we're going to be doing Fantasy Fight Wednesday. I'm going to talk about a fight that probably had never happened. And I'm going to discuss who I think going to win, and I'm going to break it down and tell y'all how I think the fight will go. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to it. The fantasy fight I was thinking about today, I was thinking about what if we would have ever got to see prime Roy Jones versus a prime Canelo at middleweight. And I was sitting there thinking about it. Because in this time, Roy Jones is really one of the ones. But then the Tower incident, people questioned his chin. So I'm just thinking, with Canelo never being really knocked down or never knocked down or knocked out at all, how would that fight go if prime Roy Jones versus the prime Canelo? I'm finna give you all my take on it. First, I want to start by just the basic of boxing, like the basics of boxing. My bad, the basics of boxing. Roy Jones had all the fundamentals. He had all the fundamentals, but his opponents, it is some mystery in his history about some of the opponents that he fought, which was questionable. But then was the opponents available at the time, so he can't really knock it against him. But vice versa, you can say the same with Canelo. He got a lot of opponents on his resume that we would say is like kind of mystery. So if I'm saying prime, I'm saying probably about 25-year-old Roy Jones versus 25-year-old Canelo. I feel like when we start with the basic of boxing, I feel like Roy Jones got it. He had a good jab, good movement. He had power. Roy Jones, he had good ring IQ, good ring generalship. He knew how to control the ring. So he was one of them ones. Now at 25, Canelo was still. I feel like that's when he was starting to heat up too. But I see loops in his games as well. It's a lot of Canelo takes a lot of shots too against a fighter like Roy Jones. A lot of that sitting there getting hit would have been a lot of damage he would have took. Could he withstand that damage? Would have been the question. Or Canelo IQ and his power at that time wore Roy Jones down, caught him with his hands down, because Roy got happy. He was the type to get comfortable and drop his hands. Well, that would have played a factor in the fight. That's why I like these fantasy fights, because there's a lot of ways you can go. You never know. But I feel like Roy probably would have stopped Canelo. And it's crazy to say, though. I know that Canelo got a lot of fans. Don't jump me. It's crazy to say, but I feel like Roy probably would have stopped Canelo. Not early. I feel like just over the continuum of every round of Roy just jabbing and moving and sticking and moving. And I feel like Canelo I wouldn't say he would have knockout. He'd probably be a stoppage. Because Canelo would take a lot of punches, man. His defense, he got good defense. Canelo has good defense. But with a fighter like Roy, all that waiting and sitting, that's a lot of heavy blows you taking. So, I feel like Roy would stop him, man. If you feel different, let me know. Man, while I got y'all here, we could talk about something else. Another fantasy fight. I was thinking a prime Floyd Mayweather versus a prime Leonard. I don't know. Now that fight right there. I know everybody say, oh, he beat his daddy. It's been the same thing, but it's different. His daddy had already lost. He had already learned them lessons and instilled that in his son. So them same mistakes was already passed up. So we can't say that. You got to look at Floyd versus the Trail Gaddy. You got to look at Floyd versus Diego Corrales. Young Floyd was a monster. Even older Floyd was a monster. A lot of people say he ducked, but if you really look at his resume a lot better than a lot of guys, bro. They say he waited to get fighters, but catch him at the time. All that don't matter if you a fighter. He got in that ring with him and he did his job. But let's get to the Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather fantasy fight. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. Banger. Young Floyd was letting his hands go. he wasn't on his bike as much. He was more on the front. He was coming. Yeah, Sugar Ray. Same thing. It would have been crazy. I really can't. I'm gonna be honest on this one, man. I really can't pick. Because I'm a fan of boxing. I love old school boxing, so I like fighters like Shakur. When I mean old school boxing, I mean really boxing, like sticking to the plan, jabbing and moving and catching them in spaces. You know what I'm saying? Here you catching them and moving, you catching them in spaces, and you ain't brawling. I don't like a brawl type of fight. Hit and not get hit. That's the concept of the sport. It's a martial art. It's like martial arts. It's an art. Boxing is an art. So I like fighters like that, and I feel like Floyd Mayweather was a prime example of a pure boxing with his technique. I mean, Sugar Ray Leonard, more the same thing. I feel like Sugar Ray Leonard let his hands go a little more, but around that time, young Floyd did too. When I go back and think, so I can't really take none from either way. So with that fight, I couldn't really pinpoint it. I want to know what y'all think about that fight. Who y'all think will win? Floyd Mayweather, Sugar Ray Leonard. Also, the other fantasy fight, who y'all think will win? And man, we're on our road to 5K subscribers. You already know what's going on. Make sure I hit that like, comment, and y'all make sure y'all subscribe. I'll be back with another one tomorrow. Love.